It comes down to this. For all the marbles, September baseball. The Phillies have 23 games left on their schedule. 14 of those games are at home. Starting tonight at 7 o'clock, we start a 4-game series against the Colorado Rockies. And this is the time to stop playing down to your opponents. Something the Phillies have done all year. They played up to competition, they played down the competition, and we walk into Pittsburgh, we get swept, but we'll sweep the Brewers in a 4-game series. It's kind of been like that all year. Just when you feel like they're going to take off and go for a run, they lose to a team they shouldn't have, and just when you start getting disappointed and feeling like you're ready for football season, suddenly, boom, here comes a 5-6 game win streak. But there's no more wiggle room. You're 2.5 back in the division, 3 games back in the wild card. You're going to see Antonio Sanzatella going up against Ranger Suarez in tonight's matchup. And hopefully we can get at least 5 or 6 out of Ranger. We've started to let him go deeper in games lately. His last couple of starts, he's gone as deep as he has, and he's actually progressively been pitching better. The longer he goes in the games, the more comfortable he seems to be getting. I know he's thrown a lot more pitches and even more innings than usual, but you got to remember, this is a kid, Ranger Suarez, who we've had since he was 16 years old. Ranger Suarez has been a part of the Phillies organization since he was 16 years old. This is technically his 10th professional baseball season. I think he's built for this, and I'm excited to see Ranger have a good September starting tonight. Ranger Suarez, bullpen game, Zach Wheeler. That's how this rotation has been the last few weeks. It is extremely important that you win the first game of this series, go into your bullpen game, your to be determined, start your game 2 before Zach Wheeler. Already up a game in this series. You gotta win 3 out of 4 against the Rockies. There's no splitting this 4-game series. This is the team you have to win at least 3, maybe 4 against. The Phillies are 32-40 on the road this season. They are 39-28 at home. I know that they like to play down the competition. They just typically do that on the road. My confidence and my faith is soaring. We're gonna take care of business in the 7-game home stretch against these 2 teams that will not make the playoffs. The Cubs, however, who we play after the Rockies, I will note Frank Schwindel and the guys, they got some young kids in Chicago right now that are playing for jobs, trying to earn some money and some leadway for next season. Them kids are playing hard, but they're going to come down here as for sure the less talented roster. Philly's got to take care of business. You got 7 straight games here at home before you go to Queens, and then you get 7 more at home again. Now's the time to step up. You don't want to just be getting into that playoff spot when you go down to Miami to end the season. You want to be a game or 2 up on your playoff spot by the time you go down to Miami for that final season. They got to go now. Right now's the time. 14 out of your next 17 are at home, and all of them are against sub 500 competition. None of them will be in the playoffs. It's go time. It's been go time for MVP Bryce Harper pretty much all season, however. He did get smacked in the face with a fastball, injured his lower back, was out for a little bit. He had that injury like a 2-3 week period back in May where he was struggling to stay on the field. But this man, ever since that injury, has been the MVP of the league. He has not just passed Fernando Tatis in OPS, he has blown past Fernando Tatis in OPS. Tatis currently rocking the 994, while his Harper's OPS is at 1,012. For those of you old school stat people, OPS is just on base percentage and slugging combined. It's your extra base hit ability combined with your ability to get on base. This race between Tatis and Harper for the MVP coming down the stretch is going to be a ton of fun to watch. There's no denying our king at this point. It's down to 2 people. Bryce has 16 more hits. His batting average is nearly 25 points higher. He has 6 more doubles, 23 more walks. He has struck out 15 less times. Tatis has the advantage, obviously, in home runs, RBIs, and runs, and he's stolen more bags. This race is as tight as it could possibly get. Both are negative fielders, but Tatis is double the negative in the fielding for what that's worth. This is one of those MVP races where it's so razor tight. Since the 2 players their teams are fighting for the wild card spot, it may come down to which team makes the playoffs. That's how close this is. The edge right now, though, in my opinion, is the OPS with runners in scoring position. That's where Tatis has the slight advantage, and Bryce is going to have to stay hot through the month of September if he's actually going to win it. But it is this close right now. Can Bryce Harper keep the MVP train rolling? Can we step up and beat these subpar teams at home to put ourselves in a playoff position? It's been nearly a decade since the Phillies got in. A decade if they don't get in going into next season. It has to happen. It's very important. I don't care if they get swept by the Dodgers. It's huge for this franchise. Huge for decision making in the offseason. Big for this young core and these current minor leaguers that are ready to come up here. They got to get in. They got to make this happen. They cannot crumble with this schedule and this many home games against non-playoff teams in this setting. It cannot play into their favor anymore. It's simply time to step up. I'm wired and ready, baby. Tonight at 7, Rangers Suarez takes them out. I'll see you guys after the home stretch. Peace.